Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting with the press conference as we let other media members to come in and settle kindly. We're joined by Coach Molefi Ntseki, coach of the home team, Kaizer Chiefs. Coach, you hosted Chippa United in your first game as head coach of Kaizer Chiefs, the first game of the season. Your impression of the game in 90 minutes, just a summary version.
Thanks very much, and is it good afternoon, good evening, members of the media. I think when we look at the different phases of the game, I think we still have got a lot of work to work on. How we shape out of possession, what are the movements in the last set when we are in possession, how do we work on our set plays. So all the questions that we came across this afternoon, we have noted, and then we'll be working and improving on that. But I think we did very well in certain moments of the game, especially when we were making midfield rotation in creating those pockets for us to play forward and to make those forward runs. But I think we lacked more of penetration, especially in the last set. And we did not take much off shots at goals, just to call for the keeper and the defenders to make saves. I think in terms of possession, we had a fairly good possession of the game, but possession doesn't win you games. What you wanted to see happening was us getting into the last set and then threatening the goals. When it comes to set plays, I think we had a few number of set plays, and I think if you can't win the game in an open time, you need to make use of the set plays and convert those set plays. Defensively on the side of the set plays, I think we did very well. When we were dealing with the wide set plays, when we were dealing with the corner kicks. So somehow, in terms of our assessment of the performance of the team, we are happy, even though in football we are not happy because we did not win the game that we wanted to win. And we prepared to win this game, but that's football for you. It is one of those games where you don't score, but the good thing about it is that we did not concede.
Thank you very much, Coach. As we move over to members of the media, your question and as well as your name and the name of your publication. Thank you. Java? Yeah, let's go.
Good evening, Coach. I am Yusuf from Kaizer FM Sports. Coach, I just want to find out if you're happy about your team going forward in terms of how many chances they created and obviously the conversion of those chances. Just speak to us about the attacking front and your assessment on that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think, like I said, the last set entries, it's very important if you have to win games. If you can't win games from combinations and penetrations, like I said, you have to make use of the set plays. If I were to say I'm happy with the front three or our last set entries, I'm not. I'm not, because we needed to create more of those chances. We needed to bury more of those chances. And I think having Ranga playing for the first time since he joined the team today, of which he was not 100%, coming from a medical situation, we can only build on this in terms of the understanding of the front three, the movements, how do you move opponents, how do you create those spaces to score. So I think it calls for us to say, let's go back and work on our last set entries so that we can score more goals and also create more chances.
Coach, you talk about penetration, you're struggling to get the good the good passes in the final third. Are you worried about that going in the next game against Sundowns? And also just give us an update on Dolly's injury. How far is he now?
Whose injury?
Dolly.
Yeah, let's start with how we prepared for the season. And I think how we prepared for the season, we had too many of our attackers being on the injury list. That is why it was a bit difficult to have the right combination, the right understanding, the right tactical cohesion, especially going forward. And I think, like I said, with Ranga coming in, with Potsane also coming in, we missed the likes of Moody today. These are the players that will be coming back into the team, and then we'll be working on those phases and moments of the game where we have to create more goals and then score from those situations. They applied a very deep defensive block, which was making it difficult for us to get behind the defense. And then it called for us to be more of combinations, trying to move the defenders. So when that did not happen, we had the white players creating 1v1s on the side and taking them on. But at the same time, whenever we were to put a cross in, they always had numbers. So I think a deep block approach for them really worked for them. And from our side, we now know and we knew that in our preparation, there will be those teams that will be playing from a counter-attack situation, applying a very deep block, and that's exactly what happened today. As for Dolly, I think the medical team will give us an update on that. Unfortunately for now, he's still not training with the team to be ready for the season.
Coach, good level from Ntseki, Coach, on Friday when you spoke with Ukune, there were a lot of conversations that has been happening before the start of the season. Fans not confident enough about the team because of the last 8 years without a trophy. With this performance, because we asked Ukune on Friday, he said the only way to respond is kind of change. So do well on the field and win games and win trophies. With this performance today, would you say it gives confidence to the fans that are worried about the club?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is the fans and the club doing well. They are all disappointed because of the background where we come from. But the reality of the situation is that we have got new players, new technical team, and we are working very hard to get good performances, and good performances will give us good results. Unfortunately, it is something that we cannot just say and say we're going to win all the games, because we have got competitors, we have got able teams and coaches that are also preparing for us. So it's a competition. That is why we have got 16 teams in the league, and all of us, we have our eyes on the trophy. And in our preparation and the quality of players we have, and in terms of our performances, yes, we are all looking forward to turn things around.
So, Coach, you had 4 of your new players starting today, you met today. What was your impression of all of them now they play?
I think what we did towards the end of the year was to do what you call a squad audit. And in the squad audit, a few players were recruited long before the end of the season, because we're looking forward to the new season to beef up and to strengthen the team. And with the new players that were brought to the team, these are good quality players. I think we have done a very good profile on them. That is why we see some of them play today. And I must say they did very well. You can see we did not make a mistake to bring these players into the team. The only thing is us going forward, how do they gel? How do they get to understand that every game we play, it has to be a win? And when things are like this, it's a disappointment, but at the same time, they need to be mentally strong going forward, because we can't dwell much on the setback. We have to change things around and be positive going forward. So I think the 4 players that played today, with Potsane coming in, with Given at the back and TT, the combination is very good. I think when you look at Edson Castillo, who has never played in South Africa, you see so much quality in him, so much intelligence in terms of how he manages the game in possession and off possession. So I think the future looks very bright for the club in terms of the quality of players we have currently.
Just told on before that, this camera is disturbing something. If we can just give others a chance, they can capture, but I hope we don't destabilize you more.
Good afternoon, Coach. I think it was a decent performance, especially with an atmosphere
great attendance. What I wanted to find out from you, my name is Big Mike from my fan. What I wanted to find out from you, I mean, how do you protect a player? I mean, we saw that a player like Simon, who was actually, you know, in a verge of being booed, I mean, by the supporters. You see, so it's a start of the season. We understand the frustration of the supporters. So how do you go about in making sure that such a player is getting protected? And secondly, last one from me, are you still on the lookout? Are you still hunting for that deadly striker? Because we can see that up front there, you still need that deadly striker.
Yeah, I think all the players that are registered with the club, we have to protect them. And in protecting them, we have to get the best out of each of them. And then they have to play well as a team. And when they play well as a team, I think the supporters will obviously be behind the team. But if one player has got a bad game, it is the responsibility of us as the technical team to help him in terms of the mistakes that he might be making, and so that you can also enjoy playing the game. Because if you don't enjoy playing the game, that's when the concentration levels goes down. And when the concentration levels goes down, you end up making very silly mistakes. And I think with his performance today, I think he was the most dangerous player we had on the pitch, except for those decisions of maybe giving away the ball or not converting those chances. But he was the most effective player that we had on the pitch. And I think even at halftime, he was given that confidence to say, you are doing very well. The only thing that has to happen now is for you to assist or for you to score. And I think he carried himself very well. Like I said, he was the most effective player we had on the pitch for the 90 minutes. When it comes to recruitment, I think a big club like Kaizer Chiefs will always be looking for quality. If there is quality elsewhere and we have done a proper profiling of such players or such a player, we'll always be looking into reinforcing the team and bringing such a player.
We'll take you as the last one. If not, we'll take yours as the last one.
Coach, Samuel Kongweshi from Kaizer FM. Coach Morgan Mabila said you were lucky to get a point today. Would you share the same sentiments?
Maybe you understand the game differently. It was a game of two teams competing to win the game. And both teams created chances. Both teams were under pressure, under siege in some certain stages of the game. And I'm not going to speak on behalf of the other coach or the other team. I think our team did very well defensively. Like I said, offensively we can do better in converting the chances and in creating more chances.
Thank you, Coach. This will be, okay, let's take yours.
Coach Ntebeko Mambo from W Radio. Big match next coming up for Kaizer Chiefs against the reigning champions, the Sundowns. A big performance will be required from your players, but do you feel in the dressing room you have the big personalities, the leaders with big characters who can deliver for the club when it matters most? Because I've seen last season and the previous years, certain players tend to hide when when it gets tough. But do you feel like this time around you have enough leaders with big personalities to carry the club and eventually win trophies in the future?
I think, like I said, we have reinforced the team in all the departments. We saw the performance of the captain today, the goalkeeper. He did very well. He was very focused the whole game. And in terms of how we wanted to play from the back, I think he carried himself very well. And then when you look at the players that we brought in to strengthen the team, to come and add value, we are happy with their performance today, and we can only get better. And going into Sundowns, I think we all know it's a big game. Even our players know it's a big game, and we are all looking forward to a good performance, and a good performance, obviously, with good results. I think that is what is important for us now, to say mentally we are ready, tactically we are going to work on the strengths and weaknesses of our opposition team, and then we will be also exerting ourselves in terms of what are our best qualities.
Last one.
Coach, just your message to Kaizer Chiefs fans who are still doubting the team this season and moving forward as you have 4 trophies to fight for this season.
Yeah, look, I think the disappointment has been too long, and we might be looked to be under pressure currently because of the disappointment that the supporters have been experiencing in the past. Like I said, the technical team and the players are looking forward to do their best and to give back to the supporters, because when you look at the numbers we had today, they were looking forward for the team to win this game because they have last won a game, I think 7 games in the past. So we are fully aware, and this is more of a motivation from us to do well and to make our supporters happy. And because when our supporters are happy, that's when we'll be able to say we are love and peace.
Members of the media, Devon people, KZN people at Tekwini Municipality and all other partners, thank you. We'll be back.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.